Today we're going to be showing a demonstration of the RestcommONE SMS Visual Designer. Before we get started, I wanted to talk a little bit about how SMS messages flow into and out of RestcommONE. As you can see from the screen, inbound messages coming into Restcom come off of the telephone network, or the PSTN as we call it, and those messages come into RestcommONE and then are forwarded on to an application of your choice, whether that application is a visual designer application as we are going to review today, or it could be an application hosted on a third-party server somewhere. And then what Restcom is expecting back is a set of instructions about what to do next. And those instructions could be things like send another message out or do nothing. Doesn't really matter. For outbound messages, the way it works is that your application, or in this case, Visual Designer, will make an API call to Restcom with the information about the message, whether that's the from, the to, the body, all of the things that go into making up a message get sent to the RestcommONE API, and then RestcommONE simply forwards that message out to the PSTN or to the telephone network. So let's get started building a really simple application with the RestcommONE Visual Designer. What we're looking at here is the RestcommONE console or dashboard. And so we've got a number of things in this dashboard, but we're going to start over here on this Numbers tab. And this is simply your list of numbers that are in your number inventory. And we're going to focus on this number right here, this 1-919-299-2549. So if I click on this number, you'll see that I have some configuration settings for this particular number. I can configure how I handle voice interactions, and for our demo today, how do I handle SMS? And you'll see here I've got a setting for I can either forward it to a particular URL, or I can pick a Restcom Visual Designer, or RVD as we call it, application. In this case, I'm going to select the application called Echo. And what Echo does is simply, as the name sounds, is that it just sends the message back to whoever sent it and lets you know what text was sent. A very simple application. So let's see how it looks before we actually get into the designer itself. So I'm going to save this configuration, and I'm going to send a message. I'm going to say, hi there, RestcommONE. What I should get is an immediate response back. Oh, whoops, I made a configuration change there. Let me go ahead and save that. Now let me try that again. Sorry about that. So I'll type hi there, RestcommONE. And immediately we get that response back. You'll see that it's sent back to my phone number, and it said this is the RestcommONE SMS demo. Great, so how did that actually happen? If I go over here to the RestcommONE Visual Designer, which I can get to by simply clicking on this link at the top of the screen, you'll see I have a list of applications. I'll go back here to the original screen that you see when you first log into the Visual Designer, and I'll pick the SMS application settings. And here's my application called Echo. So let's see what that does. The first thing you'll notice when we get into the Visual Designer is that we have a set of controls over here on the left, or what we call verbs. And those verbs allow you to do various things within the context of handling an SMS interaction. I can send another SMS. I can redirect to another application. Control is like allows you to embed business logic within your application. So things like if this, then that kind of processing. External service allows me to make a call to some third-party service. So imagine I wanted to look up the weather for today in a particular city or something like that. I could use the external service component for that. I can send an email right out of RestcommONE, and then I can simply log the contents of the message. For the purpose of this demo, we're using the SMS verb. And the way you configure these in the Visual Designer is that you simply grab it from the control palette and drop it out onto the designer. And you'll see I've already got one here that sets up the response that we already saw here. So I'm just going to modify this. And you'll notice we've got a few interesting things here in this SMS text. So you'll see I've got the text that says you got core body. Now, core body is a variable from the message that came in, as is this core from variable. And so I can come in here and change this text, and I can say this is the RestcommONE SMS RVD demo. I got a message from. Again, we can use these variables, and it said core body. And I'm going to send that back to whoever I got it from. So I got it from this number here, and I'm going to send it from the number that the message was sent to. So in our case, this core 2 was our 919-299 phone number. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. You notice I haven't had to write any code. I haven't had to deploy an application. As soon as I save this, my changes are live. So if I go ahead and send another text, this is another text. We should get a completely different message this time. And we did. Great. So what we've been able to see in this really simple demo of SMS Visual Designer is that we are able to quickly create and modify applications without having to write any code and without having to deploy new applications or host those applications on a server. It's a very quick way and easy way, given these components that we give you on the side here, these verbs, to be able to build applications quickly, test and prototype new ideas without having to manage all of that complex infrastructure that comes into deploying an application. If you want more information about RestComm Visual Designer or the RestcommONE platform, please visit our website at www.telestacks.com. You can also email sales@telestacks.com, or you can call 1-650-263-6146. I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration today, and thank you for watching.